All right, hey everybody, we are going to do 2-point perspective. So instead of having one vanishing point, we're going to have two. So you want to start like you did with 1 point where you have your horizon line, which I've already drawn. And then you're going to add your vanishing points, okay? You're going to have 2 vanishing points. So you want to put them towards like the edges of your paper. You don't want to draw past those. It gets a little too confusing. So just like in 1 point, you had the orthogonal lines, right, which went to the point. You have vertical, and you have horizontal, right? So vertical is going up and down, horizontal is parallel to your horizon line, and then orthogonal means you're going to the point. Okay, so here's something I've drawn before with 2-point boxes drawn in 2-point perspective. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, I find 2-point a little bit easier because there's actually no horizontal lines. There are only 2 types of lines, orthogonal and vertical. So it's actually kind of a little bit easier so you don't have to think of so many things to remember. So just like 1 point, you start with your box. Your initial box started with a square, right? 2-point just starts with a line. So I'm going to put in a vertical line. Okay, so vertical is perpendicular to your horizon line, right? So when you start with this line, from the top and the bottom, you are going to draw lines to your 2 vanishing points. So it should look something like this. Boy, this is, my ruler doesn't fit on this dry erase board. I'm not going to draw that all the way. You guys can imagine the it goes all the way, right? You see I'm lined up, but I want to write over my words, okay? So now that you have this, so these are becoming your 2 sides, and this will be your top. So just like in 1 point, you're going to come back to the front. I'm just going to slide my ruler over it, make sure it stays vertical, okay? And because I've been doing this a long time, I can tell you right now that at least half of you are going to do your lines like this, okay? That is not correct because this line is neither orthogonal, right? It's not going to the point, and it is not vertical. So make sure you only got those 2 types of lines, vertical, all right? And I'm gonna go back up to the front and slide over and do my other side. Okay, now that I've drawn those, I do not need this anymore, right? Those were just my guidelines. And since you know you're going to erase them anyway, you actually can just draw them only as long as you need them. So now we've got our 2 sides. What are we missing, right? What does a cube, what does a box look like? You're usually seeing 2 or 3 sides, right? Either 2 sides and a top or 2 sides and a bottom. So this is our top, right? Because it's below the horizon line. So it's sort of like if you're sitting there at your desk, right? You're seeing the top of your desk. If you were to pick up your table over your head, you would see the bottom. You wouldn't see the top anymore. All right, so how you do this is, right, you only have 2 choices, okay? Vertical doesn't make any sense, so it's got to be orthogonal. But you don't want it going this way. You're actually going to switch, and it's going to go over here. Okay? These dry erase markers aren't very precise, sorry. Where they intersect, that's your back corner, all right? So now can you see your 2 sides and your top? So let me pop another one. I'll pop one in right here. This one's gonna look a little wonky because it's really close to the edge. Not the edge, sorry, the vanishing point. So this side, and I can guarantee you, like I said, I've been doing this a while, you guys are gonna get literally a little weird about these sides being so skinny, but that's what happens when it's, I can't even use my ruler, this edge. All right, go back up to the front. Oh wait, let me do my other one, sorry, missed one. Okay, go back up to the front, lay your ruler vertical, slide it over. Okay, lay your ruler to the front, slide it over. Oh. Got a little short on that one. All right, so again, I'm missing my top. So you're gonna go to this point, and then you're gonna go over to that point, okay? And where those 2 intersect, that's your back corner. okay? I will do another little drawing, taking this a little bit further, but hopefully you guys remember your horizon line. That's what it's called. You've got 2 vanishing points. Sometimes we even like call them VP. You can write VP on your paper. And you only have 2 types of lines. Orthogonal, right, going to the point, or vertical, up and down. There are no other lines in 2-point perspective, okay? So it's taking 3-point, which was 3 types of lines, and it's bringing it down to 2. I think it's a little easier, but we'll see how you guys do. So as you guys can see, if I turn this around, now it looks like I'm looking up at the bottom of these boxes, right? Because now it's above the horizon line. The horizon line is your viewpoint. Wherever you're standing right now, you can look around and see the tops of countertops, tables, whatever it is. That's gonna change depending on where you're standing, okay? But this all has to do with your viewpoint. So I'll do another video drawing some more boxes, but this should get you started.